We're starting a new hangout?
Yeah, like a new like on air thing. Because I just noticed like none like just like the past few minutes it was like off air.
Oh.
Yeah, I assume like the invitation was posted, right?
It came to my email, except that's not something I have open. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, right now like I'm using like 2 or 3 different like web browsers, and oh shoot, right now I can't even see myself on my new one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because like we may just have to like end like the current one we're in. I think that might be it.
Oh, let me see. Let me see how.
Oh wait.
I don't want to. What?
Wait, let me see if it's actually even showing up at all. Yeah, where's my live link? Okay, YouTube page. Yeah, where's my live link? Okay.
Well, did you guys just want to end it? It's getting pretty late.
Yeah, I guess we could end it. Doesn't.
Before I do that link, that is where I check. That's where I track the off-site events for Comic-Con every year.
Okay, it's just like what they have the offsite thing too on Facebook.
Well, this is a blog, except it creates an interactive calendar of things going on. It makes it much easier to list out and follow.
Okay.
And so far, the one thing I'm interested in is going on the 22nd, Friday. There's a 25th anniversary party selling tickets for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Holy shit. That's Friday.
Yeah, I don't know what's on the interior of that, but that's an actual Sega event. It's not like it's a third party putting it on.
No, okay. Wow.
So I'm curious to know what that means, but this is the 25th anniversary of the original Sonic the Hedgehog.
Dang, has it been that long already?
It doesn't feel like it, does it?
Oh, it doesn't. You know, it's like, because it seems like there's always new, Sonic shit coming out every year.
So it's one of those things I'm very curious about, but I don't want to shell out money too early and find out I just went to, a bunch of old people drinking.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I wouldn't so mind the drinks at all.
Let me see. Does it even say where it is? Website cost details. Oh, it's going on at the House of Blues. So it's way at the north end of the gas line.
Okay, so it's closer to the freeway than anything else.
Sort of. The House of Blues, you can get there really easily off one of the shuttle stops.
11th Street?
No, it's on 5th Avenue.
Oh, 5th Avenue? Okay.
5th Avenue between, it's 5th Avenue between Broadway and C Streets.
Oh, that's
pretty close to the trolley.
Yeah. Okay, I have an idea where that is.
That's where Hollywood Babylon is taped every year, so I know exactly where that is. I enjoy the hell out of that show. So, yeah, I think there's going to be some off-site Game of Thrones thing, but that's all I'm really aware of at this point.
No, my friends would probably love to go to that.
I still don't know the nature of it. If it's like South by Southwest, it's going to be more of a stand-up thing. But again, not many details in my personal wheelhouse about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I doubt Smodcast is already, or I doubt Hollywood Babylon has listed their Comic-Con appearance yet. May 21st, May 27th, June 24th, getting closer. July 8th, 15th, 29th. Nope, that one weekend they still haven't listed anything yet.
Okay.
So, yeah, I got very little to go on right now. Things should start ramping up now that WonderCon is over. Hopefully I get invited to more stuff by that hashtag show. Their producer wants to talk to me about an interview of some sort.
Huh. Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah, I wonder what it'd be about.
Well, I talked to one guy by accident. He said he wanted to interview me as a comic book and entertainment expert, which was interesting. But I accidentally met the producer during that hashtag mixer on the Saturday night at WonderCon. He said he wanted to talk. He said he really wanted to talk to me about something.
Did you talk to him?
A little bit, because I gave him my card. He gave me his. I told him I do a comic book podcast, and then I met some of their members. And he said that he really wanted to talk to me. I don't. So I told him I'd email him after WonderCon, and I got around to doing that tonight.
Okay.
You know, I would have done it earlier, except it wasn't the first on my mind when I'm behind on like 4 convention reviews, and I was putting up photos and my report on WonderCon. I finished all that yesterday.
I hear you.
And I still have to put up 4 more reviews, and I think I've only typed 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm way behind, dude. I haven't done stuff since like Long Beach Comic Con last year.
That was September.
Yep.
Holy.
Yeah, it's the bane of being the central person on my own podcast, man. I do the story research, I do the material research, I do the editing, and I do I do everything but posting it online. So it eats up a lot of my spare time.
I know how that is sometimes.
Now I got to see if I can get people together for this thing
In Vegas. And when is that supposed to be?
The YouTube recording is supposed to be the weekend of the 23rd of this month, and then it's Great American Comic Con December 3rd and 4th.
Okay, so that's later on this year then.
Yeah, but that's going to require a lot more research, because last year they had like 10 different creators, and I had to do research on all of them to get questions ready before I knew I was hosting panels. This year it's going to be a little different.
Okay, well, at least this time around you'll be a little better prepared.
Oh yeah, I won't shat myself as much. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Tomorrow morning, I bought myself a ticket to go see Zootopia because I have not relaxed in a while.
oh damn, yeah, I heard many people say that's a good movie.
Supposedly, yeah, and I'm more curious to see it than I am to see Batman v Superman. I'm afraid to go see that movie.
Yeah, that one sounds like a weird one.
The movie, just take it for what it is. Entertainment.
What does that mean? Because take it for what it is. That makes it sound like you're some hairy guy getting ready to bend me over a mailbox.
No, I mean because like the group that I went to go watch it with last Friday, we had people who knew about the story and people who did not know about the story, and the people who knew more about Batman and Superman did not like it, rather than the people who knew less. So they were, we had people that were overanalyzing it and people who actually enjoyed it for what it is.
See, the reason why I'm not eager to spend money is because I'd rather one seat at a discount, and I've already got 2 strikes against it, in my opinion. I am not a fan of Batman or Superman.
Yeah, neither am I. I just because I got invited to go to this thing.
Yeah, I think they're frantically overused and overpowered characters for what they are. And on top of which, I don't like Zack Snyder's directorial style.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoyed 300 on first view. I didn't enjoy it on second viewing. I haven't enjoyed the subsequent movies he's done. I haven't enjoyed Sucker Punch. I haven't enjoyed The Watchmen. I didn't enjoy Man of Steel. So that doesn't give me a whole lot of hope going into this movie.
Okay.
And then they tell me he's going to direct at least the first leg of Justice League, which, again, it already feels like I'm not going to like it. And I haven't liked any of the trailers yet.
No, I haven't seen any of it. So,
well, I mean, for Batman v Superman, I actually haven't enjoyed the trailers in general, which is frightening. So it turns into a case of really having to psych myself up to try and spend the $7 on a discount ticket to go see this movie.
Fair enough.
Huh.
And then I think I need to see it in a near empty theater so nobody can hear me in the back.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
You get pick a theater that has assigned seating.
I always do.
Yep.
I don't know where I'm seated, but I still just, you know, I've never been a fan of the way DC approaches comic book characters. I'm looking for heroes that I think I could see myself in, and I am never going to be an alien space Jesus. I'm never going to be a sociopathic billionaire. You know, I'm never going to be the Prince of Atlantis. I'm never going to breathe underwater. I'm never going to be this bizarre Amazon from a planet full of Amazons. No, island, sorry. You know, it just, I don't subscribe to the way they do characters. They kind of freak me out a little.
It seems like they kind of like overdo it with the characters, actually.
I think the problem is that they've set up their main characters to be the gods of their universe, regardless of their initial origin.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like they're a retelling of a Greek pantheon, just in more mortal form.
Okay.
And that just doesn't jive with me. You know, heroes should not be the strongest thing in your universe. The villain should be.
Mm.
Heroes should be the ones to struggle to surpass them. Because, for God's sakes, I've always had trouble seeing Superman as a hero because everything is so goddamn easy for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and let alone it's the same reason why I never really got involved in the whole Goku versus Superman debate, because Goku's entire career has been about surpassing the limits that have been set before him, whereas Superman is a character without any particular limits.
Yeah, he's already set at that level. Probably the only thing he might have to learn is his fighting style. But other than that, you know, his strength, his power is already set at that level.
Well, I've convinced myself that based on the fact that every time he tries something seriously, not like half-asses it, when he seriously tries, he pulls it off. So I'm convinced that all he needs to do is at one point believe that kryptonite is no big deal, and it won't be.
Yeah.
So.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
You know what time it is? Go away. You're getting ready to throw a slap from a distance. You're going to gun punch somebody.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm not as excited about the Justice League as I am about the Avengers, and that's not just being a Marvel fan, but
Mm-hmm.
the difference between most superhero movies and Marvel movies is that even when things are crappy, I've noticed that in the Marvel movies, most of the heroes don't have that moment where they hate themselves. Green Lantern, Superman, Batman, they've all had those weird moments where they get into this deep pocket of self-loathing before the third act of the film. Whereas guys like Iron Man, even when Tony Stark's arc reactor was killing him, he couldn't stop doing what he was doing, you know? Yeah, Steve Rogers was depressed because people around him are dying, but he never stopped soldiering on. And even Thor, when things were crappy and he lost his hammer, he never stopped trying to be the god of thunder. They always feel like they know what their purpose in life are, and they're just not going to let anybody stand in their way. That's impressive to me. But, you know, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, even the Flash in its episodes, always seems like they're half a step away from just taking their capes, throwing it in the trash, and saying, fuck it all.
I never noticed that.
I mean, I can be wrong. That's just what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Disagree.
No, I mean, now that I look at it in retrospect, yeah, I could plainly see it. You know, because, you know, yeah, even in the original Superman movies, where Superman had his doubts of who he is,
mm-hmm.
You know, and then when he realized he began to step up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even Ant-Man hasn't had that self-doubt where he tossed anything away yet. He was scared enough to put it back, but, you know, he was scared, and that's before he even thought about being something greater than he was.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that might break that mold is the upcoming Spider-Man picture, because Spider-Man struggles with a lot more mundane items. He doesn't have massive financial backers or a special cave where he hides stuff. He's usually just one guy on his own.
Yeah, and then again, Spider-Man in this case is basically a teenager.
Yeah, he's a 15-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he'll have the same kind of struggles as the other, but also in this universe, he's not going to have a traditional origin story.
Mm-hmm.
As the producers have said, that story's been told so many times, we're just going to assume everybody knows what happened to this kid.
Yeah.
So they're just going to get right into the meat of it. I'd like to know which of Peter Parker's girlfriends are going to try and portray. Are we going to get Gwen Stacy again, another Mary Jane, or one of the other myriad of individuals he slept with over the years?
I don't know. But, well, I mean, in this case, I think they're going to stick with Mary Jane.
Also begs the question of what is the villain, because we've kind of had the Green Goblin to death, so who's next?
I have no idea.
Well, the movie's slated to come out early 2017, so I'd like to think they've already got it written. They just haven't filmed it yet.
Should bring out Galactus.
I wish they could. Fox hasn't.
No.
Fox got him in the deal with the Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see a She-Hulk, but they technically can't do that either.
What is that?
An oft-known fact, the rights to the Hulk section of the Marvel Universe, the movie rights are actually owned by Universal.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yes. Universal still holds the rights to the Hulk end of the universe and Namor the Submariner.
Oh,
to get the Hulk, you would have to sign a deal with Universal to borrow it, basically. So that means characters like the Hulk and She-Hulk, unless a special deal is signed, is not likely to happen.
no.
Which is sad, because the She-Hulk would fit right in with this cinematic universe they built.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know much of the She-Hulk's history, so
What do you know?
actually, shit, not much.
Okay, She-Hulk is Jennifer Walter. She's the lawyer in her spare time. She was caught in a very bad accident and lost a ton of blood. And it turns out that the one donor that could match her blood type was Bruce, her cousin.
Okay.
Her cousin, Bruce Banner. And this was post his augmentation, so a lot of his irradiated blood was shared with her, and it created the same type of abilities, just on a lesser scale, since it wasn't a direct happening to her.
Yeah. Okay.
The only difference is, though, she's managed to master most of her rage issues, and she enjoys being the Hulk more than she enjoys being herself most of the time.
Okay.
So she's happy, smiling, more confident, usually 6'6" and green all the time because it suits her.
I mean, that's what I see in the limited amount of pictures that I saw. Is that she was always happy, not pissed off at anything.
Yeah.
So
She can have rage issues, but you really got to push her buttons.
yeah.
Like severely. And it's very rare that occurs. So, yeah, She-Hulk would be a nice addition, but you'd have to talk to Universal. Still can't get the X-Men because it's one of the few things making Fox money these days.
Yeah. Oh.
And they just started casting for the New Mutants movie for Fox.
Wow.
Oh, they shot high. Supposedly, Maisie Williams is in final negotiations to play Wolfsbane.
I'm not too familiar with the New Mutants.
78 creation. It was supposed to be the second class of X-Men. A bunch of new teenagers were brought in to be the students at the Xavier School, and for the most part, they held their own as far as fan appreciation. That's why whenever they're brought back, they're generally brought back as more than one of them because people recognize them as a crew.
I see. Okay.
But Maisie Williams, who plays Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, is being tasked or being asked to play Wolfsbane, who is a lycanthrope. She can either go half wolf or full wolf.
When are they going to make an Alpha Flight movie?
I would love an Alpha Flight movie. I saw a report earlier today that said that somebody is teasing that they're working on a TV script for Captain Britain.
Really?
Yes, that they could do. Not technically an X-Men character, and definitely not a mutant. They could get away with that.
Yeah, because he's one of the lesser-known heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
But he could open the door to an entire new wing of the Marvel Universe. Last time I saw him, or one of the last times I saw him on a team, he was running MI-13. That book lasted 12 issues, but they really should have kept going with it. The roster of it was a lady who called herself Excalibur. She was the current wielder of the Excalibur sword, a Muslim healer, no less.
Wow.
A Muslim doctor, which made it made it different. The Black Knight, Spitfire, the vampiric super speeder.
I heard of her.
And Blade, the vampire hunter.
Okay.
If you go deep enough into Blade's origins, it turns out he has British citizenship, so he actually fit on the team. His mother was actually British.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it made for a very eclectic crew, but they were dealing with the weird, mystical, and bizarre supernatural happenings in Britain. And there was also the occasional member of Captain Britain's wife, Megan.
And
Megan's a strange story. It turns out she's a fae. She is a, you know the term omnimorph?
Omnimorph? Oh.
Not exactly. When she changed shape, if she emulated someone else, she could also copy their powers.
Oh, wow.
When she was on Excalibur, I watched her change her shape to match that of the Juggernaut. And when she started punching the Juggernaut, it was two Titans going at each other. Because she emulated him, she had the same abilities of the, being in the unstoppable object.
Dang.
She transformed herself into something approximating Nightcrawler. She copied his prehensile tail and his ability to stick to walls and his general agility. If she copies powers, she has those powers.
Really? She keeps those powers after she emulates it?
No, well, no. When she shifts back to her normal state or to her normal body, obviously it's a different set of abilities. But if she has it in her mind to shift into something approximating another hero or villain, she approximates those powers as well.
Dang.
She eventually took the call sign Gloriana, but I was always impressed with how much power is in this particular character.
It seems like she has too much power, or
almost, except she was always portrayed as very much innocent. Because she was a fae, she was unused to things like social interaction and television. She was obsessed with TV because she had never seen that many people before, and she was raised by a bunch of gypsies who consider her this ugly thing. So she grew up in the form of this ugly beast-style thing until other people convinced her that there was something more special inside, and she realized that she was a shapeshifter on top of being this weird fae.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah. Character that came from nothing and turned into something.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they ever showed that, I'd love to watch that show.
I think Captain Britain would make a really good Netflix show.
Yeah. No.
Well, the word is that after Daredevil season 2, they're impressed enough with John Bernthal that they want to make a Punisher spinoff.
Oh wow.
And now there's also reports coming out, but it came out today, so I'm trying to figure out if it's April Fool's or not. That well, no, it's a serious thing because supposedly they're working on a live-action or a live-action Star Wars show for Netflix as well.
Are they? Wow.
It's one of those things where if it wasn't April 1st, I'd take it as gospel because Disney has an exclusive contract with Netflix to debut certain shows.
Okay. Well,
they've also given Netflix exclusive streaming rights to their catalog. So when they release a movie, Netflix is the only one that'll get it.
Okay. Well, then, okay. Well, I mean, if this was going to come out, the Star Wars series, it's probably going to be most likely a spinoff.
It would very likely be a new story. I'm not saying it wouldn't be, but given that Netflix is the only place where Disney is selling its Marvel shows to, it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility that they would give a Star Wars show to Netflix.
Yeah.
So that's why that particular story, I need more research before I run on my own podcast, because if there is going to be a Star Wars show, that would be huge.
Yeah.
There's been reports for a while that Disney's been angling for some kind of Star Wars show, but I hadn't heard much beyond that. And then just happens today that they say it's a Netflix show. So that's why I got to research it.
I'm sure it's not an April Fool's thing.
Yeah, there's already been plenty of those, and fortunately, I haven't bit. But I don't want to. I don't want that one where I'm actually interested to be wrong.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh crap! It's midnight.
It is, yeah.
Oh wow. I'm
Yep.
never usually up this late. All right. I should get going.
All right.
All right. Good talking to you guys.
Yep.
Okay, you too.
Thanks. Try to take it easy.
All right. Take care,
All right.
guys.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, later.